to evaluate the amount of reduction of pressure over calcaneal tuberosity after use of gauze piece and polyurethane foam. Application of lower limb plasters is common in children for treatment of various conditions. Some children tend to have thin skin with less fat. Children with cerebral palsy are more prone to pressure sores due to various reasons. Following lower limb cast, children are mainly non-ambulatory and they tend to sleep in supine position. This leads to excessive pressure in the region of calcaneal tuberosity as seen in this photograph. So if you look at the anatomy around the calcaneal tuberosity, you will observe that the skin comes directly in contact with the bone, which leads to pressure sore. Once pressure sores are formed, they may take more than 1 month to heal, causing lot of morbidity in children and problems with walking, physiotherapy and brace wear. Pressure ulcer guideline recommendations suggest the most important aspect of heel ulcer prevention is pressure relief, that is offloading. So the aims and the objectives of this study were to measure normal heel pressure in supine position, to measure heel pressure after use of gauze piece and foam below the heel, to evaluate the amount in reduction of heel pressure after use of commercially available gauze piece and polyurethane foam, and to suggest recommendations about which method is best suited for ulcer prevention. So we had 34 normal cooperative children. Informed consent was taken from parents. The study was approved by ethics committee. So this was a specially designed weighing scale which was used, and it was tested for accuracy and a certificate was obtained. It was used to measure the heel pressure of right and left heel separately. It gave a measurement in grams up to 4 digits. If you see over here, it has given a measurement of 1062 gram. So we have used commercially available materials, several layers of gauze piece to make it 0.5 centimeter thick and a polyurethane foam to make it 2 centimeter thick. So this is how we measured the normal heel pressure, then heel pressure with a 0.5 centimeter gauze and a heel pressure with 2 centimeter foam. Weight was noted when reading became stable. Children with heel pressure less than 1000 grams were excluded, as after placing foam the measurement came down to 0. Each measurement was repeated twice. Measurements for right leg and left leg were taken separately. Measurement was taken by single observer. The amount of reduction in heel pressure was then compared. All statistical analysis is done in Microsoft Excel and SPSS software. We had 34 normal children, 18 boys and 16 girls with a mean age of 11.4 years and a mean weight of 43 kg. So if you look at this table, you will see that the pressure exerted by left heel is with a mean of 1409 grams. Pressure exerted by left heel with gauze is 811 and pressure exerted by left heel with foam is 282. So for the right side, pressure exerted by right heel is 1416, pressure exerted by right heel with gauze is 821 and pressure exerted by right heel with foam is 291. If you see this bar, you will realize that the weight of left limb with gauze is less than weight of left limb without, and the weight of left limb with sponge is even less than the previous two. So if you see this table, we observe that the mean pressure exerted by left heel with foam is statistically significantly less than that with gauze, and this was the same for the right hand side. Mean reduction in pressure exerted by left heel after placing foam is statistically significantly more than that of gauze, and this was the same for the right heel. This has been previously studied where they have mentioned that the incidence of plaster sore reduced from 42% to 3.6% in children following use of foam. Polyurethane foam prevents sores inside plaster cast and is a simple and cost-effective strategy. Another publication where they studied 920 patients where they have shown that the incidence of sore in long leg cast with foam is 0.9%, then without is 4.3%. Patients with static encephalopathy casted with foam had a lower incidence of skin complications, 0.7%, than those without, 3.6%. So what we are advocating is that instead of just using a soft roll padding. If you add a gauze piece of 0.5 centimeter, it will cause a reduction of 42% in pressure. If you add a foam of 2 centimeter, it will cause a reduction of 80% in pressure. So pressure ulcer guidelines recommendations suggest the most important aspect of heel ulcer prevention is pressure relief, that is offloading. This study provides evidence that using polyurethane foam decreases heel pressure by approximately 80% and use of gauze by 42%. Reducing heel ulcerations rates can be expected to improve patient outcomes, decrease costs associated with their care, and avoid costs related to hospital acquired pressure ulcers. Thank you.